we're talking about where your body has to be in order for your forearms to move. And if you want to just use pressure with your forearms, all you're going to do is literally lean. Lean in. Can you get my good side, please? Okay.
You're laughing. Do you want to laugh or do you want to look serious?
No, right. Okay, serious. Where do you think I'm pressing into here? Shall we expose?
Into the glutes.
Yeah, right into the glutes here. This is a really nice place to hang out. If you learn nothing more than this, sorry, that didn't sound quite right, Karen. If you learn nothing more than this, then it's great, I've done a good job. How are my wrists? Relaxed? Yes? Karen, how does it feel when I do that?
Yes, a lot of pressure as well.
Yeah, a lot of pressure when I do that. So all I'm doing is leaning in. My body is kind of over it because I'm not going anywhere. Now, what I can do to alter this is just literally roll around a little bit. Now, what's having to happen here with my body in order to kind of get the different...
You're just shifting your weight.
I'm just shifting my weight a little bit between the front leg, the back. If I was side to side, it would be to one side and the other. So all I'm doing is shifting the weight. Okay? But I'm on top of it. Same here. If I put my arms on here, and I'm quite low here, but that's fine. I'm on top of it, all I'm doing is pressing in. So I can press in there, I can press in there, I can press in there. And now what I'm doing, you don't know what I'm doing, do you? But I've got a slight tension between this forearm and the other, so it's like a stretch. Okay? So all of this stuff you can do. Some of you were asking about the hamstrings. You know, any of this stuff you can do. And now I'm just going to let it rest around the hamstrings there. I'm making this up as I go along. Do you know that? I am. I actually am. But that's basically...
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a bit tough. So, you can rest your arms across the back. And again, you know, without the oil, there's a little bit of attraction in there.
Feels really nice.
Yeah. That's all without removing a towel. Any of that. So I want you to get used to the idea of literally leaning. Leaning, leaning, leaning. Yes, question.
As you're leaning in there, are you leaning onto that side of the erector? There's
Yes.
no pressure
Shall I
on the
show
other
you
side?
without the... Yeah, I'll show you.
Yeah.
Now, because I'm going to oil in a minute. So I'll show you...
Do you want the light on, Sally? All right.
Yeah, probably.
And Sally, would you use this sort of as a warm up
Keep going.
ahead of your
No,
massage?
they're outside lights, darling. Try the others. That's it. Say that again.
Would you use it as a warm up, like before you start the massage over the towel, or?
Sometimes, you know, some of you do holds. If you're used to doing holds, and I usually do holds, but actually usually I'm down here doing holds. I'm just kind of down here. Some of you were talking about movement. That's actually what I normally do. I'm feeling for the give
It's nice having a rock, isn't it? It's
in
quite
places.
comfortable.
So yeah. But I might do another workshop with all that. Okay? Let's build it up. But yeah, so what do? Actually, I do all sorts of things, but yes, I use my forearms a lot. Where do they go? Well, in the muscle areas, the forearms, this part of the forearm, in the wrist flexor area, is going to go where the muscle is. So what do you think the posture is for this? Like if I'm trying to get here on the erectors, how am I going to get there? Yeah, go on. Go on.
So squat on.
Yeah, squat, maybe one foot slightly in front of the other, depending. But actually, if you look at the angle of my forearms, it's angled around those muscles, right?
So
It's
if you-
not here, right on the spine, isn't it?
If you, I was going to say, if you've got somebody really skinny, I've got a client who's really skinny. She doesn't seem to have any muscle.
tissue.
So, would you just not do that because she's, I mean, really.
See, this is
really-
lovely and soft, so I can do really soft stuff with the forearm. It's not a problem.
Okay.
But it's how sensitive you are with forearms. It's not how skinny someone is. And what you also have to think about here is the structures. So if I haven't put any oil on yet, but let's just have a little go. If I allow my arms to come out, what are the structures that I'm going to hit? Scapula and round about the sacrum or the iliac crest. Okay. Now, with Karen, that hasn't been a problem because her scapula is nice and flat. But with someone with a winged scapula, as you come across here, you hit that with the elbow. So what would be a way of dealing with that?
Moving your arm into a different angle.
It's easy really, but it's not easy when you first start. So see the way I kind of rest one on top of the other? I do that a lot. Because as they come apart, I can actually direct the forearm that way and direct the forearm that way. How is my body allowing that to happen?
Sinking.
It's sinking and I'm kind of leaning in the direction I want to go. How many of you are used to being drunk?
Definitely.
Anyone here not good at being drunk? Hey?
Bit worrying.
I'm serious because actually, when I think about it, that's probably what's helped me the most all these years. I'm kidding. It's actually, you need to, you know those toys, do you remember those toys that are strung and the bottom bit goes up and the toys just collapse? What are they called?
I don't know. You push
You know,
the
the
bottom up,
puppet,
don't you?
you know the puppet things I'm talking about, yeah? Because that's really what you need to do. Sometimes you need to oil your forearms as well as the client. It sort of depends. To start with, you probably need a little bit more oil to just get used to the sliding, okay? So the first things we're going to do is the leaning, and maybe we try that without oil, just till you get the feeling of that. Then you're going to try the leaning and actually allowing your body to collapse in one direction or another. Okay? So remember those toys again? And the strings collapse, and what happens is
Keep
you
still
just
for a
end
sec.
up
Thank you.
one way or the other. Can I look the other way now? So I look more professional.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So, can you see how much it works? Right, putting it together. I want you to lean into certain areas with the towel on. Then I want you to lean and notice where your body has to go in order for that to actually pull apart. And it's not, I'm not pushing that. Do you understand that? I'm not pushing that. It's going because my body is collapsing on top of it.
I'm going to be squashed one side, aren't I?
Okay, I can't do the other side yet. Do you want to see one arm and then the other? Can you look in your notes for me? Oh yeah, that's right. I've done that one. What's the next one for me?
One arm's 40.
Okay. So that way. I'm going to go up and down using the forearm. Now I can go with, that's perfect. I don't think I had a good one of that. I'm going to go, it's the same as the back of the hand that we used. Going all the way up. This hand in front is literally just a V, if I show you that. Now, I can go sideways with that, which is probably the easiest. But again, all of that will depend on the size of your receiver, okay? So if she's really tiny, I might have to go up that way. And you can go down, so that's the same. It's still the soft part of my forearm. Right, that's one way up and down. The other way is to use it as a lever. So that I do need a photo of. So this way, still the hand is nice and soft, but actually I'm using the weight of my other hand to just press in. A little bit more pressure there, isn't it, Karen? Is it still okay?
Yeah, fine.
Good. At no point have I used the ulnar edge. Have I needed to, Karen?
No.
No, don't need to use that. That comes into its own at different points. Alright, so let's just put that together and make sure I haven't given you too much. With the cover over, we're going to lean in so you get the feeling of what it's like to lean in. You're also going to get the feeling of what it's like to just move your body around that, and you're going to do that in different places. Then you're going to get the feeling of what it's like for your arm, to slide apart. And then you're going to get one arm up, one arm down. Okay? Too much or about right? Let's see how we get on with those.